Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's always great to share with you. Today we are looking at why businesses turn to SEOs in all economic climate. Why do businesses turn to SEOs in all economic climate? If you're a small business out there, you're a small entrepreneur out there, and you are asking yourself, it's tight economic circumstances. What do I do with my marketing budget? Do I turn to traditional marketing? Do I turn to advertising? What do I do? SEOs is one of those areas whereby while traditional advertising and other forms of advertising might be quite expensive, SEO is that a marketing tool that you can actually use to generate sustainable free traffic, not free in its entirety, but the moment you take and build your SEO right, what that will mean is that you would be able to continuously generate organic traffic to your website. So if you have been wondering, what do I do in a recession? People are not searching for my products. People are not really searching for the kind of things that I'm selling right now. What do I do with my website during a recession? The truth of the matter is that while consumer behavior changes, while the consumer searches changes during a recession, depending on their budget and the kind of goods and needs that they might want at a particular point in time, one thing remains is the fact that consumers will continue to search, and SEOs can help you to survive during a recession. So how do you take advantage of the fact that whether it's a recession, whether it's a booming economic scenario, consumers will continue to search? Their search needs, their behavior might change, but they will continue to search. And how can you benefit from these facts that searching by consumers, it's recession proof and it's season proof? It happens during high seasons, it happens during low seasons, and in all seasons. How do you take advantage of this to build an SEO strategy that can help your business thrive? So I am going to be sharing with you 4 main tips that can help you build your business even during a recession. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to our channel, enable notifications so that when we create any great content that can be of value to your business or value to your personal life on this channel, we talk all things from a common sense perspective. We talk marketing, we talk sales, we talk business, we talk entrepreneurship, we talk various topics. And if there's anything on your mind you want us to begin to talk about, please communicate with us in the chat. And if you have any suggestions that you want to be a guest on our channel, also give us and information concerning that in the chat, and we will get right back to you. So let's get into some of the 4 main reasons why SEOs is relevant for you even during a recession, and you need to think about turning to SEOs during seasons of a recession and in all seasons, because you don't want to be left behind. You want organic traffic, you want to be able to optimize your marketing strategy. So let's go to point number 1. The first thing that you have to note is that consumers search in all economic circumstances. So your consumers' needs, their behaviors might change depending on the economic circumstance, but one factor remains unchanged. They don't cease to search. Their needs don't disappear. The needs might change. They might have to cut down on budgets. They might have to change some of their priorities, but needs remain in all economic circumstances, and consumers will turn to the internet to look for information concerning their needs at any particular point in time. So what you need to do as a savvy business is that you need now to be able to understand what are the needs of consumers. How do I rebrand, or how do I update my SEO optimization strategy, whether it's my content, to be able to speak to consumers during a season of recession, to be able to reach out? What kind of keyword can I begin to modify? Because consumers search in all seasons. You need to be able to to reach them. So you need to understand your cycle, you need to understand your SEO, and align your strategy to the business or the economic cycle so that you reach consumers at all points in time. The next thing you need to know about making sure that you are relevant in all economic climate using SEO strategy is the fact that SEO is a long-term game. SEO is there in the short term, in the medium term, and the long term. So SEO is not one of those things where you are able to say, oh, no, let me stop now. So you can't simply pause SEO. You can't simply pause things like your technical SEO. If you are talking about technical SEO and you don't really understand what we are talking about, it's the part of SEO whereby you are trying to optimize your website so that search engines are able to crawl information from your website, they are able to index your website, and they are able to rank your website so that when a consumer is searching, whether it's during a recession, during an economic boom, your website can also appear in the search results, or content from your website can appear to consumers. So technical SEOs, if you are talking about this and you don't understand, we have full SEO courses at affordable rates and many of our resources free of charge. Check the links in the description so that you are able to get more resources that can help you make your business economic situation or economic recession proof. So Google algorithms, for example, or the Google algorithms that are used for crawling and ranking of websites, they are constantly changing and updating as search engines actually thrive. They strive to be better and to meet the needs of users. So the needs of users during an economic boom are different from the needs of users during a recession. So rather than cutting back on your SEO, you need to be able to refocus your SEO strategy during a recession. You need to be able to look at, how do I improve consumer experience? How do I resolve various issues that consumers are dealing with? How do I speed up my site? How do I continue to invest in my SEO even if I am not gaining direct sales because of a recession? So your objectives during a recession for SEO might change because consumer objective for search during a recession also change. But don't pause SEO, because you have to be there for the long haul. Otherwise, by the time you want to ignite SEO after a recession, your site is ranking maybe far down on Google ranking, and you don't really want that. So what happens is that you want to continue to communicate with your consumers during a recession. You want to continue to reach out, and it is very, very good that during a recession, you can take time to actually update your content. You can take time to audit your existing content so that you can see what are the opportunities for me to improve ranking on Google during times like this. So you can't just pause and restart SEO after a recession. You need to take advantage of a recession to understand what keywords can I change, how do I audit and update my content. And if you want more strategies, more tips on how to do this, we have a complete full SEO course that can actually help you to be able to deal with your SEO, whether it's during an economic boom, during a recession, and in all economic circumstances. The third thing I want to tell you or share with you about SEOs even during a recession is that SEO can actually enable you to win, whether it's in the short term, it's also in the medium term, it's in the long term. So apart from the fact that SEOs are there for the long term, it can also help you to win. So if you have actually a robust SEO strategy with a deep foundation that can actually help you to optimize your entire web presence, it can also help your business to stay agile, your business to stay relevant in and responsive to the changing economic circumstances and conditions. So economic uncertainty might actually call for quick actions to find out your marketing efficiencies. What do you need to change? It might help you to protect your brand actually from external threat and to move different opportunities. So you need to be able to see, how do I optimize my SEO for the long term and benefit from it? So it would not do you much good to stop or shrink on your SEO strategy during a recession. Like I've already said, you need to be able to prioritize your SEO so that you can use the right budget of SEO to remain relevant during a recession. So you need to remember that when the pandemic, for example, made businesses to shut their doors, brick and mortar businesses that were well positioned on the internet, businesses that had a long-term view of SEO were the immediate winners, because when consumers started searching, they were already ranked highly on Google and other search engines, and that gave them returns because they were positioned for a pandemic. They were positioned with a long-term SEO strategy. So you need to be able to understand the role of SEO for your business during all economic circumstances. And finally, point number 4 is that you need to protect your brand at all times. You need to protect your brand. Consumer behavior can actually be unpredictable, fragmented, and even irrational during recessions because people are confused. People don't know what to do in certain circumstances. So SEOs can actually help the brand actively to be able to reach out to the consumers. It can trigger consumers depending on the keywords that you actually use, and it can actually deal with some negative brand sentiment in real time. So as I already mentioned earlier, your SEO insights are a key source of your business intelligence. You need to monitor your SEO at all times. You need to look at, what are my consumers searching for and how is that evolving as the economic circumstances are changing? What are these queries telling you about commercial or other types of intent that is driving search activity on the internet? And how are people behaving in search and on your site, on Google and other sites, and on your site in particular? Because when you get this kind of SEO intelligence, this is going to help you to be able to position your business, your SEO strategy in a way that you are able to meet the needs of consumers during a recession, outside of recession. It is important to have things like technology that can help you to monitor the behavior of consumers and your SEO across all platforms. It is important for you to have systems in place that can help you deal with complaints and other kinds of things that may happen during a recession. People are generally irritated, irrational, and they can come up with certain kinds of reviews that can be brand damaging. So you need to have systems in place that can deal with this. You also need to have policies in place that can guide you to deal with consumers' queries, especially during a recession, so that you maintain your brand reputation, you maintain your online presence, you maintain your business, whether during a recession or during times of economic boom. So whether you're a retailer, you're an e-commerce store, you need to be able to get the right insight. You need to understand the trends early. That will help you to create content that is targeted to a specific economic situation. So as we conclude, you need to know that whether markets are high, whether it's a boom, whether it's a recession, your SEO team needs to become more relevance to find the opportunities and to be able to deal with the threats that might happen during a recession, with people giving you crazy reviews because they are irrational, and to lay a foundation for a sustainable and successful business recovery after a recession or after a pandemic or after hard times. So your role of your business intelligence is very, very critical. Your SEO business intelligence to give you all the relevant information that can help you have a robust strategy that is recession proof. So SEO has actually that impact that can help you to level the playing ground, that can help you as a small business to be able to compete with bigger businesses, because you've gotten your SEO right and you just have organic traffic that is not based on advertising or anything, but because you did the right thing, you understood the consumer behavior and you followed, you had SEO intelligence, and you refocus your SEO strategy to meet the needs of consumers in all economic circumstances. I hope this video has been helpful to you to review your SEO strategy and look at SEO from a long term and see how you can grow SEO strategy, whether it's a booming economic circumstance or it's a recession. Thank you for being a part of this. I will see you in the next video.